Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. In the last episode, we sealed the keyhole to Traverse Town. We finally completed our second lap after finally finding Riku, and then he kind of disappeared, and from what sort of goofy don't know, he's being duped by Maleficent, of all people. And yeah, there's no one else in the shop because Sid's now selling gummy blocks. And we did actually buy one, which allows us to change some of our colours of our gummy blocks, which is what we're going to be doing before we go off to the next world. There's not really much else we can do here at this point. There's nothing new to buy. We can't really do this puzzle here at the moment. Well, we could try, but I would rather wait until later. And, well, we could spend a few more money on more provisions, but there's not really any need to. So, on to the world map. Now, we have a gummy block that allows us to warp to places we've already been, which is pretty awesome. But there's a tournament being held at the Coliseum. I hear there's a great reward for the winner. Well, looks like things have picked up at Olympus, and we do have our warp drive. But before we do, back to the gummy garage yet again. Let's tidy up our ship attach, shall we? It's a bit funky looking, to say the least. So, plus obviously some gummy blocks we've grabbed during flying as well and whatnot. But yes, we have warp enabled. Warp is always enabled, that's the thing. If you want to have a look at your inventory, you can go in here and you can see what blueprints you have. But this is what we just got, the spray can. This is why I couldn't change colours before. So now we'll be able to actually tidy ourselves up with that. The computer level 1 is what we already had to begin with, so that's perfectly fine. This is what we got as well from Sid for free. This was a Comet G. Basically, it's a lower powered version of that. So we already had a better version to begin with. Well, obviously we had to find those, but there you go. And we still only have one normal shooting weapon. That's the warp gummy, but you never need to equip it because it's always equipped, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, it's kind of a story-based upgrade that's always applied. Really, it should be part of these cube items, really, because they don't actually get applied because they're auto-applied. So, a bit weird, but there we go. So let's go back to High Wind here. Colour the blocks with the spray, press the square button in the select mode menu. So you have to actually choose your block before you can actually place it. So give me a moment while I just tidy up all the existing blocks that we have. Actually, before I do, I should show it in action, to be honest. So before I even get out the spray tool by pressing square, notice that all of our blocks are now white. That used to be red, this used to be green, I think, but yeah, they're all white now. And you go basically left and right to change the colour as such. And yeah, I'm just going to basically tie this up so it looks like the original High Wind, but in terms of colour only. So now give me a moment. Okay, so I have pretty much changed all the blocks back to their original colours as they were last time. Before we, you know, started upgrading our ship and we couldn't change the colours. There's only one thing that I do want to change though. I have one additional Dispel G here, so I'm going to replace this one Shell G and replace it with that, just so we have a little bit more armour. That's the only upgrade that I can really do at the moment, mainly because I don't have any, well, I don't have enough Shell Gs to keep it looking weird for the main diamond-like funnel for the ship. I don't have enough well, actually, I have enough of them. I'll probably use them to upgrade. What about these? Oh, I actually have enough of them. Okay, so we can actually change the tip. So let's do that as well, then. So let's go up here. So this is like a main upgrade here. Get rid, replace, wait, flip. Get rid, replace. Wait, hang on. Go down a little layer, rotate, circle X. Yep, that's correct. So we can at least change the tip. But we don't have enough of the triangle or blocks, the slope blocks, whatever you want to call them, in any sector. I mean, we don't have any of the Dispel Gs at all in that shape. Well, if we go through here, well, we had enough of those, but we just used better ones. But we only have one of these blocks, so we can't really change the 12 triangle blocks that we actually have on the ship right now. So we're not going to be able to upgrade any more armor at that point. But hey, at least we got a little bit more armor. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new, actually. I think that's all the upgrades we can do. So I've changed my colours, and we've given ourselves just a tad bit more armour, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, we're done here, so let's actually show off the Warp G in order. So, when we're back on the world map, we want to press down to go to Warp Drive. unless you go to a level that is a bit too far, it will automatically choose warp drive just to go there straight away. So if you've been there before, you can cut out the middleman, which is very awesome. It's like, you know, you don't have to play the levels every goddamn time. Plus, warp holes have now appeared due to the navigation gummy that we've installed. We can go to another sector of levels outside this original sector, so that we can actually navigate the warp holes, but you can't warp to them. You have to go onto normal drive and fly through them normally. Plus, we haven't seen any worlds beyond there. We would have to go through normal drive anyway, because, you know, there's nothing we can actually select. So, yeah. But before we go to Olympus Coliseum, let's check the gummy mission, the latest gummy mission. We have to obtain a score of 180 or higher. That sounds a little bit too high at this point, so let's just show off the warp drive. I'd rather do it when we have a few more weapons or some explosive weapons. And that's warp drive. Little flashy, little explosion of special effects, and we're already there. Easy. Fast travel. We now have the option of fast travel. And, of course, if you need a fast travel in the level itself, you just exit the ship from a save point, choose a different save point. So now we have options. That makes things a little bit easier. We don't have a new blizzard, do we? No, we don't. But hey, something new going on here. Rankings for Phil Cup. Looks like we've been entered as the final entry. So if any challengers come along, they'll be fighting us. But if we're challenging, we've got to work our way up to the top. Sounds simple enough. So, now that we've come back for our second visit, let's prove ourselves in the games. Hello, Hercules. Are you going to compete? It would be great to face you. Sadly, you don't seem to be on the bill for the Phil Cup, my boy. Maybe you're too strong for other people to deal with. But we're here, and there is a chest here now. It will not open, though. Not even if I whack it normally. Well, we've got potions. We don't need to equip potions on Donald and Goofy, because Donald has Cure, we have Cure, we're good to go. Let's just hop right on in. You know the rules, right? Actually, I don't. I want to check that right now. Because, now that we have summons available, don't think you can use them here. Because there is a new rule. No summoning allowed. Fight with your own strength. So yes, summoning is banned in Olympus Coliseum. You can't use them. So even if you have enough to summon them, it just will not allow you to do so. So don't think that you can experiment or just cheap out some stuff with overpowered summons or anything like that, or cheap tactics, mainly because, you know, so they work differently. And plus, you probably want your magic for Cure anyway, so let's enter the Phil Cup. How do you want to go about it? Well, there's only one option, enter together, I guess. So yes, we have got tournaments in this level. This is pretty much how it works. Again, same rules apply. Enemies don't drop items. If you get knocked out, that's the end. You've got to do it from the beginning again. And yeah, we just got to win. So first time going through, I will be showing them off. There are other modes for this, and the words. This is actually a really good mode on like actually grinding up experience, because as there's no threat on actually dying or losing progress due to game overs, and as you just saw right there when he just did a lunge uppercut kind of thing when I parried that attack, that was the counter attack that we equipped. So Monkey and Magic, 8 seeds. So, tournaments normally have about 10 seeds. And like I said, you've got to do them all in one sitting. It's good to do them earlier for the extra experience, because otherwise they will actually go up in difficulty later on. And if that makes no sense, considering this is the first cup we're able to actually participate in, so you would think of it being easy, that comes quite later on. So if that's a half spoiler, that's just a little bit of a warning. Do it earlier so you can reap the rewards a lot easier. Plus, if you want the experience later on, you can come back and do it as many times as you want. And you do get rewards for beating them all together and on the other modes as well. So, oh yeah, and by the way, they also like to stick, like, limbs of the guard armor in these matches for some reason. And they're also weaker versions, because they have less... They have less HP, they have less defense in general, but they act autonomously, and I like to take care of them first because they can be a little bit annoying. Because they like to make shockwaves, as you just saw right there, and they also like to interfere with you fighting other enemies, which can ruin techs. Oh, I was just about to cast fire there, but well done, Dolan, I'm going to heal. So yeah, this shouldn't take too long. Red Nocturne, Yellow Opera. Well, a Thunder would be decent, but I'm actually going to go with a Blizzard here. There we go, all the tech points. We still got that tech boost equipped, by the way, so double experience, also a good thing. If you can boost your experience gain, this really does make this worthwhile. Plus, the rewards alone are pretty decent. Plus, on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 versions of Final Mix, which is the version I'm playing because it's HD and it looks better, and that's the only version I have because, you know, the rest of the world didn't get the PS2 versions of the game, Final Mix anyway, and they don't even have trophy support. You get trophies for doing this as well. You get trophies in-game by beating the cup and whatnot, because you actually get a legit cup in the game. But for PS3 and PS4 versions, you get a achievement/trophy as well. So if you're one of those people, you're going to have to do it anyway. Thinking it's just for grinding is not actually the thing. Right, I'm going to just spam fire here, take this guy out, because I don't like him. Oh, damn it, I didn't attack properly there. He's dead anyway, it's fine. Alright, I'm going to have to be a little bit more lenient on my magic use now, because I want to make sure I have cure. I do have potions, so it's not that big of an issue. Tech that guy to get 4 experience in total. Yeah, there's the counter attack again. In fact, even though I never look at the command menu when I'm mashing the X button, I think the attack option actually changes to counter when you tech, which is why that if you mash the button, you end up immediately countering. And if you keep parrying, if you just mash the button, you'll keep on counter attacking until you actually get it through. And that means you can easily instant start your combo immediately afterwards. So even though that we're just fighting right now, I've been talking about a lot of stuff in terms of what Olympus Coliseum is at the core after you do the main part, which is the preliminaries and all that, and fighting Cerberus and Cloud. The thing is, we haven't seen Cloud, and Cloud doesn't seem to be in the Field Cup, so maybe he's too high of a power level for this point, since we've been busy, so we've just got the lowest point on the lowest cup, and this cup's the only one available at the moment. But it's funny how Phil allows Heartless to actually be, you know, in the Colosseum. Oh, okay, for some reason these guys get healed by thunder. Because they didn't seem to take any damage then. I swear I saw like a green heal when I hit them. Unless they decide to heal at the same time I hit them. Hang on. There we are, free tech experience right there. And by the way, even though this isn't like something I should be talking about until we get to a later game in the series, I think I'll just mention this right now. Tech points don't exist in the later games. You can still parry attacks, even though it's not that big of an issue. It just basically allows you to block an attack while attacking. But if an enemy actually blocks it, you'll just bounce off. But if you kind of like parry attacks with attacks, it's like you just kind of like whiff on that attack in a way, but it makes like the ting sound effect. But you don't get any experience for it. I need a heal. So yeah, every time you parry in later games, you don't get... This is the only game that you get basically bonus experience for blocking attacks. I'm getting so many right now. Good lord. Funny how I'm talking about it and I'm getting a lot of experience. And I think this is also the only time where the limbs of the guard armor actually count as separate enemies for experience gain. Because I believe when we're fighting the guard armor normally, we don't actually get experience for taking out the limbs. You just get a bunch of HP ores, but I guess because the limbs are just there, and they count as separate entities in this case, they give you experience. And by the way, now we're fighting the torso. So we fight 2 sets of feet, 1 pair of hands, and now we're fighting the body. So yeah, this is a very unique one. He also looks different. And by the way, the pink... Oh shit. Oh, thanks Donald! Even though I healed myself anyway, it doesn't heal me to full health, so that's fine. Yeah, that can be an issue sometimes. If Donald is on the ball, you've probably already healed yourself or committed to doing so, so you just end up healing twice. But what I was about to say was, this guard armor, even in Final Mix, is exactly like that. In the original, or in the Final Mix, he looks pink. And he doesn't count as guard armor, he just counts as Heartless and never get added into the, well, I was going to say the bestiary, but more like just Jimny's journal, because, you know, that's your end-all checklist for this game, effectively. Which has achievements tied to it as well, which I don't think I mentioned, but that should be obvious. But anyway, we done it! It's that simple! That actually went quicker than I expected.
We're the champs!
Goofy's like, yay! And Donald's just wide-beaked. And we get one of the best spells in the game, Gravity. Holy crap, is this magic good. This is once again a game changer. Never thought you'd do it, not bad. Phil, you're just as stubborn as ever. Don't pretend you're not happy for them. Now, kid, you still got a long way to go. The next round's starting soon. Next time it'll be the real thing. So yeah, we got gravity. Uses a whole block of magic, and he says spores while using it for some reason. I don't know why that's the word choice for using gravity. But just like in the Final Fantasy games, gravity is normally associated with cleaving enemies' health in half. Or, in this case, because it's called gravity, it also squishes them, making them pretty much helpless while they're squished. When we upgrade this spell late game, holy crap, most normal enemies won't stand a chance. But here, it just does what it says on the tin. It halves enemies' HP. But let's see what the game has to say about that. Rings a percentage of HP from the target, effective against enemies with lots of HP. So using it on, like, shadows won't work, because they can already go in the floor, and if you use it while they're in the floor, they won't get affected, and even then they have a lot less health. But yeah, for enemies that are quite beefy, like the, large body, for example, it will cleave off a pretty decent health. For bosses, though, actually, for bosses, it doesn't actually do a lot of damage. It does like a set chunk of damage. It won't half their HP, or quarter their HP, or something like that. It will just do a nice big chunk of damage. I think at this point, if we use it on bosses, it does more damage than Thunder, but if Thunder has a slightly bigger reach than Gravity. But the more we upgrade it, the more damage it will do, percentage-wise. And then not only that, it will also have a bigger radius. I think it also increases its magic consumption, though, but most of the time that's not the case. I mean, for Arrow, I mean, we haven't actually seen that, but I didn't actually use it. So that's actually a really good spell as well for late game, because, as I've said, Tarzan probably already used this at least once, but I never actually saw it during recording or editing. But if Tarzan used his wind spell, this is pretty much what it would be. It basically lasts for a certain amount of time, depending on how much magic you actually have. It also does slight contact damage, but it basically halves your damage taken. It's basically a defense up. So that's pretty sweet. But as I've said, I haven't used it that often because I've had no need. Now, I want to check Jiminy's journal right before we continue. I want to go to Heartless here, because... Oh, it's called the Red Armor. It is actually registered as something separate. Similar to the Guard Armor, it splits into the armor, torso, gauntlets, hammer, legs, each with the ability of individual movement. Yeah, there we are. And Opposite Armor, because we fought that in the last episode. I thought it didn't have I don't remember it having a separate entry in the journal, but yeah, we haven't actually got the sector open up in this, in the journal at the moment. That's actually kind of interesting. But does he offer it? I'm pretty sure he does, or do I have to come back later? Enter alone! Just Sora. You gotta do the whole thing yourself. Since this is basically just the same thing as before, but Donald and Goofy are not present, that means that every enemy is going to be targeting you, and you're not going to be having healing or magic support from Donald, or you know, skill or ability support from Goofy. Other than that, though, it's pretty much the same thing. There is another mode after this, but I'm actually going to cut this mode out because you don't need to see me fight a bunch of Heartless with just Sora. If there are any special like fights against like bosses that are actually mean worth something in later cups, I will be showing those particular fights off on how to deal with them with less support, because I think that will be quite entertaining. But for now, just going to completely cut this out and show you what happens when I win. Sora gained an AP up in the first match. By the way, even though Sora's the only one fighting here, everyone still gains experience. I believe if Donald and Goofy gain experience while you're fighting on your own, they will still show up on screen, and if not, then you just don't know. Bloody hell, how many techs? Oh my god! I can't hit nothing, I just keep teching things. I'm still teching. Good lord, can I hit something? There we go. Bloody hell, that was ridiculous. Hey, another tech. God damn. Oh my lord! The techs won't stop. Alright, pack it up, buddy. Let's finish you off with one more tech. Hey! Got him. And you're done. Freaking knocked him out of the park. Whoa! Okay, that was flippin' fair. I'm pretty sure I can survive a couple more hits, though. Yeah, there we go, because now I can pop off a heal. He cancelled out my heal! How did he not hit me? How did he not hit me? I'm so confused. How did he not hit me there? I was like right in the middle of that cyclone of punches. And I teched that. Oh my god. I'm not even timing this. I'm just getting lucky with the techs. Oh my god, I am on point. I am accidentally on point. I am please. Jesus Christ. I was tempted to use a potion in that one. Well, anyway, I'm going to stay here for now. I mean, I'll probably show more snippets as I go when we do the later cups. But the reason being that I want to stay is because notice that it says second seed, yet we're on the final match. It's because that when you've beaten a seed on the ranking, you are basically that seed. So we're already seed 1 because we are the champions of this. So, there you go. If I take another hit, I'm going to have to heal. And I don't really want to use my magic right now. How did I not get hit there? I'm so confused on how many times I have not got hit. Anyway, like I said, I'll just stay on screen to finish this one round off. Because it could have went sour, but for surprisingly I did not get hit at all. Especially when I couldn't actually see due to the big puff of smoke when he landed. I sure thought I was going to get hit by something. But yeah, I just did that round flawlessly. And I got a combo plus for it. Or saw I got a combo plus, you know what I mean. So yeah, sometimes... No, we don't want to start over. Don't choose yes, because otherwise you will have to go through and then you'll have to click quit if you don't want to continue going through. But hey, that was actually pretty good because sometimes you won't learn magic. Sometimes you'll learn magic. Sometimes you get an item. At some points you even get weapons. At some points, characters will get abilities. In this case, we just got a combo plus, and we actually have a point to spare. Extends the ground combo attack by 1 step. And we can actually test this out right now. It's as simple as it says. Our ground combo is now 4 instead of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. The finisher the combo finisher is on the final hit. In the air though, 1, 2, 3. It's still 3 hits. So, now, the final thing we need to talk about. Set time limit. You need to go through the exact same thing once again for the cup that you choose. It's basically entered together, but you have to beat it within the time limit. Once you beat it in the time limit, you win. There's no ranking in order to beat. There's no high score to beat. You just got to beat within the time limit. And if you beat it within the time limit, you get a prize. If you don't, you got to try again. And we need to do this. Now, how I'm going to handle this is that when we do enter together, I show it off because it's part of the level. That's how you work. And then I can talk about other stuff. When I'm entering alone, I'll just show snippets of things that happen because, you know, because you don't have support with either items or magic or the skills that they would have, or just, you know, hanging back and mashing triangle to let them do all the work. You have to pretty much do it all by yourself, so you're going to be playing a little bit more strategic, and you're going to be, you know, having more issues like I just had. Now, for time limit, as it's entered together, I think the best way on showing it off is speeding it up. That way you can see how long that I've taken on each seed, and see if I'm actually gauged to finish. So, yeah. So, I'm not going to be saying any more for the rest of this, until we cut back for the end of this episode. We're going to be speeding up. Okay, I don't think I'm going to make it, but I did get a level up, and we got another combo plus, and everything. Well, you know what, let's just kill this guy. I mean, we're going to run out of time in the next phase, so I'm just going to quit back out to the menu. I didn't show off that take, and those were the only level ups, and they came up near the end of time, and the problem is I'm on the final seed, so I didn't do it fast enough. Thing is, though, we just got more abilities, as I just mentioned, so, I mean, if the time limit just ends, I think we just get kicked out. Yeah, everything just stops. So that's what happens when you fail. You know what it was? It was that one Power Wild continuously bouncing around. I just couldn't hit him. That probably, if I could have taken him out a little bit quicker, I might have had enough time. But we got more abilities, so I didn't show off that round, which is kind of annoying. But I'll show off the next attempt, if it's the successful one, because you don't need to see me do it all over again. So, just trying to remember what we got actually. Donald got MP Rage. Recover MP whenever you're hit in battle. Heavier damage restores more MP. Equip more to boost effect. That is really good. MP Haste and Rage, that means more thunder for him. Thing is though, even if I remove Berserk, I can't equip it to Dolan. So, that's a problem. We also got Tornado for Goofy at some point. I can't remember when we got it. But well after an enemy using Shield to attack. I would like to actually have that, so I'm going to take off Treasure Magnet and put on Tornado. That might actually help a little bit better here. Let's see. So, I need to get him MP Rage. That would be nice to have. What equipment do we have that I could possibly give him that would raise that sort of stuff? Nothing. Great. Actually, there's something I need to change here. I need to give Donald the, Donald needs the fire ring, but what I should have done was go to Goofy, because he has fire damage. He takes less fire damage by 20% with the Ifrit's Horn, but the Protector Change is just defense. I should replace it with the Blizzara ring, because that gives him more, you know, benefits. No change to his actual defense, but has resistance. So, that's quite nice. In fact, I might equip that for more damage. There's nothing else I can do for him, really. Right, okay. Do I want to mess with my abilities? I mean, Thunder's really helpful. Fire's helpful for when I can't hit an enemy from far away, and they're nice to have on shortcut. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save now on 99, and I'm going to fast forward through if it's the successful attempt. If it isn't, then I'll just, you know, reboot the game and just do it again, so we don't actually learn anything else off screen. Because that means if I do have a failed attempt, we don't have level ups in between. I mean, that's a little bit, well, I don't know, I might do that, I might not. But in this case, let's try it again. And yeah, we're going to set the time limit. And the time limit is 3 minutes. Okay, we're on the final match. Goofy got an AP up, and he learnt Lucky Strike, which is actually a really helpful late game. But I don't know if we're going to do this again, because I've only got 30 seconds, more time than last time, but we'll just see what happens. I'm about to die. Please heal me, Donald. Thank you. Because I'm just trying to lay on the pain at the moment. Guys, come on. Kill this thing. Right, now we go for other enemies. Kill them! What are you doing? Guys! Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! That's the last one. There we go. That was close. Whew, 3 seconds. We got a tech boost for that. Even more helpful for the piling on the extra experience. Didn't think I was going to make it there. Because when you defeat a big boss that just explodes like that, you stay locked onto it. It doesn't, like, immediately take away its hitbox and everything. So that means Donald and Goofy can still target them. And those guys that fly around, I mean, I could have used fire, but if you're too close to them, it will just spin right past them and just fly off in the distance. Oh boy, but yes, Goofy got Lucky Strike there, and I want to talk about that ability. Once again, very helpful for late game. In fact, it's helpful at any point, to be perfectly honest with you. And he just got an AP up, so he can equip that again, because really, for Goofy, don't really need Treasure Magnet. I mean, the money, grabbing the money from a far off distance would be nice, as well as the HP and the MP, but, you know, he doesn't really need it, because he's got a lot of HP, doesn't use MP that much, and the money, I'm going to be grabbing myself, so, and he's not going to go out of his way to grab it, so. But Lucky Strike raises luck so that enemies drop rare items more often. Equip the entire party to boost effect. So it only stacks if multiple people have it, not if the same person has it. But it is still good nonetheless, because some of the rare items that we've been getting, well, I got extremely lucky last episode. Was it last episode? No, it was about a couple of episodes ago, where I got the fire ring and the Blizzara ring. Like, literally one right after another. That was insane luck. But this just makes it more possible, like more probable even. So, that's really nice. Donald still hasn't got enough for MP Rage. I don't know what I want more. MP Rage or MP Haste? I'm not too sure what's better. I think MP Rage might be better because he gets hit a lot. I mean, if he takes a big enough hit, that pretty much converts it into one block of magic, which means he can use that block of magic on HP with Cure. So, I don't know what's better. I'm going to remove Haste for now and put on Rage. See what that does for us. And we got another tech boost here and another combo plus because we got that during a level up. So, because it probably would have appeared on screen. So we can either take them, we can either put them both on and, you know, forego the tech boost. But I'd rather have the tech boost and use my combo finisher, because the combo finisher always does more damage than the normal hits leading up to the finisher. And the longer the combo is, the more times you have the opportunity to whiff an attack, and therefore you're not going to get your combo finisher and you're actually outputting less damage in total. So personally, I'm going to have the other tech boost equipped. So there we go. And with that, guys, we're actually done in Olympus Coliseum for now. We've done everything. And if we check Gemini's journal now, there we go, minigames. You have your time limit for the cups that you've done in the Coliseum. So, yeah. Though we're going to have to do that and set a time for everyone if we want to complete the journal. So that, guys, Stu can't open the chest, Stu can't interact with this, but we've earned ourselves the Field Cup trophy. And in the next episode, we're going to go off to New Worlds. We're going to fly off into one of those warp holes and use our navigation gummy to navigate through that turbulence. And progress onwards in our search for Kyrie and King Mickey. See you guys then.
Come on! Heal!